garden tour, May 28th, 2026. Here's the peppermint. That was a mistake. I should never have put that in this box because look what it did to the box. It destroyed the box and killed the oregano and killed the thyme and killed the lemon balm, killed everything. So this year I'm just gonna let it grow there. It's gonna destroy the box anyway. And some of it will grow up this arbor. It's a sunflower. And then I've got like 12 or 13 sweet potatoes. These that are bushy like that, I planted way deep, almost to the bottom. So it's taken them a while to grow up, but the rest are slips and they will grow up this arbor and then grow up this side of the arbor too. More sweet potatoes, and they're making their way up. But in here as well are a new variety this year. Asparagus yard-long green beans are supposed to be as long as a yard. And they're making their way up, but I'm fighting aphids. So I'm hoping the ladybugs I got from Russell Feed are doing their job and eating all the aphids. We'll see if we'll get any yard-long green beans. But in here as well is another variety called Big Kahuna. The green beans are as big as your finger. In this box, we've got cantaloupe, which will grow up the arbor. And you have to support those with t-shirts or old towels or something so that they don't fall off. But that'll keep the possum from eating them. And in the same box are tomatoes. They're called super sauce. They're from Burpee. They're huge. They're supposed to fill a whole jar, one tomato, a whole jar, and we had them last year. They're huge. And you can see there's a couple inside there. And in front of that, it's hard to see now, but those are potatoes, Yukon Golds. I've got 6 plants. And in the middle is a beefsteak. It's hard to see. And here's another super tomato on the other side. There's a nice sized tomato growing. And then more sweet potatoes. This box sits in the shade, so you have to be real careful what you put in it. So I've got straw flowers. I've got some garlic. That's garlic right there. I've got a basil plant in the back. More sweet potatoes. I planted a Thai blue basil pea in here, and it's supposed to grow up this arbor. It is fun. You put it in your tea. It turns foods purple and blue, and they've been using it in Asia for thousands of years. So this is the first year for that. I planted crazy daisies in that same box because it gets afternoon shade, so we'll see how they do. Steve built me 2 new boxes this year, and in this box we've got leftover peppers, lots, and we have this super tomato, and it's going to grow up this arbor, and there's some tomatoes inside there. But they're supposed to be bigger than that, so we'll see if Burpee's making it up. But they said as big as grapefruit, so we'll see. But in that same box, we've got Kentucky Wonder green beans and more big kahunas. And this is an eggplant, still kind of small. And in there is more of that Thai blue basil vine. So we should have some there. And then this other box has something really fun. This is a stevia plant. It's supposed to be sweeter than sugar, and it is very sweet. And in there are more Kentucky Wonder green beans. And then this row right here, they look a little rough, but they're doing great. That's ginger. And we'll be harvesting that in late fall. And in that same box is rosemary and cherry tomatoes. I finally have some blossoms, so we'll be getting some cherry tomatoes for salad soon. here is our marshmallow plant. It's still small. It's perennial. It'll come back every year, so this is permanent. They're supposed to be white flowers. I'll let you know in the summer if that works. And behind it, I've got another piece of ginger, but I don't know if it's going to do well there. And then my little grove of peanuts. I've got some peanuts growing. And I've got, it's hard to see, sesame seeds. Black sesame seeds. Steve likes sushi. And then we've got some loofah, and they're gonna grow up that arbor, probably out of the tree as well. It did that last year, so we'll see. And then we've got a whole bunch of leek and a sunflower, of course. Gotta put one there. And little mama tomatoes for salads, but they're not that little. They're supposed to have salad-sized tomatoes, but that's kind of a normal size Roma, so we'll see. But they also will vine and grow up this arbor. This is bottleneck squash to make birdhouses out of. And in here with those are my onions. And they look like that because they're getting ready to be harvested, so we're eating them. It's nice to be able to walk out here and grab ingredients for dinner and go back in the house. It's kind of fun. But we've got sweet, we've got candy apple reds, and then these at the end here we'll harvest in the fall. And inside here as well is we've got a loofah plant and a sugar bowl squash. And yesterday I planted, guess what? More sweet potatoes. This box I've got flowers in. But I also am growing a lot of leek. See all the leeks, but those won't be harvested till fall. There's a pretty sunflower, but it's also pretty big. It's huge. It's taking up the whole box. And there's another one, but I'm gonna let them grow. Because this box really, it's full of dill and curly parsley, because the black swallowtail butterflies love it, and they lay their eggs on the dill and on the parsley, and then we have a whole bunch of butterflies. So I kind of let this box go. This has thyme, oregano, onions, lots and lots of strawberries. And in here I have what's called Schwarzenbergen, which is a German huckleberry. It's also perennial. It's gonna live here with the strawberries forever. This is the first year for it, so I'll let you know how well that works. Bunny-tail grass. We don't have any bunny-tails yet. It's hard to see, but this is asparagus. More black sesame seed. Here we have my San Marzanos tomatoes. I usually put 4 plants in, but this year I only put 3. I'm really glad I only did that, because look how big they got this year. They're huge. I have 3 San Marzanos in this box too, but I planted them 2 weeks apart so that I don't get slammed with a harvest all at once like I did last year. So we can slowly eat the tomatoes. In the front of the tomato boxes and the pepper boxes, I have planted seedless watermelon. We've got several varieties, so you get a seedless. Red ruby, strawberry, and ultra, I believe. I don't take the cages off my stuff until June because of the hail here in Texas. But the peppers are under there, and they are producing peppers. It's hard to see, but we already have peppers. This box too, highly protected, so we don't get slammed. My peas, more sweet potatoes, surprise, surprise, and another marshmallow. And then there's a sage, my potato tower, It did really well. We'll be doing this again. And extra peppers. I had way too many this year. The artichokes. I haven't cooked them up yet. So that's it. Spring. And everything is growing so well. But the weather isn't that bad either. It's so pleasant, and it's been raining, so it's easy for me right now. And then this year, we planted something fun. We've got birdhouse squash, we've got loofah, we've got Big Dipper, and we have sugar bowl squash that I intend to grow up the tower. I don't know how far. I'm hoping pretty high. I'll let you know how well that works. So that's it. Hope you're enjoying your spring.